Hey, Ross Bryant here from HealthBeat Online. Just wanted to shoot you this quick video to let you know what we've been developing for you to make 2018 your best year ever. I was reading something on Facebook the other day, some of you probably saw it, that said over 80% of all buyers do some kind of internet research when making a decision about where they are going to spend money, whether that is just something they want to buy or even choosing a healthcare provider. The problem, though, for most people is that this whole process is quite overwhelming. They've either heard or know from past experience that online marketing works, but where do you focus and how do you decide where to spend your time? What is going to make the most impact? We've all heard of the 80-20 rule. This rule, also called the Pareto principle, says that 80% of any value you get from a particular process or activity comes from only 20% of the things that you're doing to get those results. So what if we could show you how to focus on that 20%? Would that be something you'd be interested in learning? As we said earlier, what do most people do when they are contemplating a buying decision? First, they search for your website. Do you have one? Been updated lately? Next, they look to see if you have a Facebook page. When is the last time you looked at your page? Would you like to know what you need to do to take advantage of these behaviors? First, let's talk about your website. And yes, you've got to have one. Don't do this, and I promise a lot of your new patients are going to your competitors. At a minimum, each site must have a minimum of these 7 things. Plus, your visitors have to be able to find what they're looking for fast. Google statistics show that new customers leave a website after about 7 seconds if they don't find at least some of the information they're seeking. Number 1, it has to look amazing and be able to load fast. Keep in mind that 80% of all internet searches are done on mobile devices, so it's got to look good there too. Because Facebook has such a wide variety of customers, make sure your website focuses on your specialties, those services you most like to perform, whether that's because of profitability, your training, or your practice setup. Now, this doesn't mean you'll turn down other business, just that you'll target your marketing towards the businesses you'd most like to handle. Next, you'll need to help your patients understand the process you follow, how they make an appointment, handle any paperwork and payments, generally just make them comfortable prior to them coming in. Under that 7-second rule we discussed earlier, most people jumping on the internet are looking for very specific information. Where you are, when you're open, and what's the phone number. Give them that, they'll likely look at some of your other content. Make that information hard to find, and very likely they're gone. Investing in advertising used to feel like throwing money out the window. It was just something you knew you had to do, but couldn't really tell if it was working. Now, using a trackable phone number on your website and in your advertising, we can tell you who called and when, let your staff know where the call is coming from, and even record the call to use for training purposes. Post some pictures, not just headshots, but some live action ad hoc photos as well. You want your patients to feel like they are part of your family. They'll respond to your treatment better, and they're more likely to become a regular customer. Post some links to some great content recommended by your doctor. Make sure to change it out periodically. Nothing turns visitors off more than a website that looks outdated. Does this sound like a lot for you to worry about? It's not really, and we're happy to help. Pick up the phone and give us a call. We'll answer any questions you have and even walk you through the rest of the presentation. If you're watching this at a time when we may not be by the phone, jump over to our website at healthbeat.online and schedule an appointment convenient to your schedule, and we'll call you. Alright, so we said your website was the first item, your Facebook page is the second. Again, with so many of your potential patients using the internet to find you, it's critical that they can find you easily, that your page be fresh and current, and that most of all have accurate information. So what does all this mean? First, make sure you have a professional profile photo on your page. Maybe of the doctor, but better yet, a picture of the doctor working on a patient. If you can't get one of these, there are plenty of stock photos available to meet this requirement. Next, get an eye-catching timeline photo that includes your logo with some pictures of people involved in healthy activities. If it's possible to tie it back to your preferred specialty, even better. Now you need content. Lots of it. The purpose here is to teach, to engage, to cause your visitors to want to respond, to share, and to comment on your posts. Post some events like the office open house, the annual Meet the Doctor coffee klatch, anything to build interest and engagement. And finally, you've got to post daily, or even more. It's all about staying in front of your patient's mind space. Just like you, your patients are busy, and if you're not staying in touch with them, should they need a service you provide, you want them to think of you first. Sound like a lot? It isn't really. HealthBeat Online offers a series of services that can do this work for you so you can concentrate on doing what you do best, taking care of your patients, and for a price much lower than you might expect. Besides, by doing these two things, the amount of new business you'll be bringing in will more than pay for what you're investing. Give us a call or drop us a line. Let me show you how easy it can be to revamp your marketing in 2018. Thanks, and we look forward to speaking with you soon.